We're gonna head over and plant sunflowers. We got Sunflower Steve sent us some little sunflowers to sample, so we're gonna get those planted today. But first, let's peek and see what Jen's doing here. What you got going on, hon?
Oh my gosh! I'm planting up my little flower boxes on the flower cottage. I have a bunch of little annual flowers that I'm planting here. Foxglove and some petunias and some dianthus. It's gonna be really pretty. It looks really pretty with our little installation that we have up. So yeah. I'm just finishing this up and I'm gonna get them watered in and make sure they get lots of love. There's some salvia planted down here too. So yeah, after I have these done, I'm gonna get them all watered in and then I'll join you in the back.
All right, I'm gonna go get these planted.
Okay.
Like I mentioned before, Sunflower Steve is a sunflower breeder, and he asked us if we would trial a variety for him, so we're super excited. It's a Van Gogh series that he created, and I love Van Gogh sunflowers. It was right up our alley, so we're excited to do this trial. Before we actually plant the sunflowers, I need to prep the soil. This soil was pretty compacted from a lot of skid loaders from the cleanup, so it needs a nice till. I'm gonna get it tilled before we use that seeder and plant the sunflowers. Excited to have a seeder back on the farm too, because we need it. We use this a lot. And if you have seen one of my other videos, how I plant my sunflowers is with the corn plate. I like the corn plate because it will put 2 or 3 seeds per hole, which I want because I want the sunflowers to grow close together. The closer together they grow, the smaller and more manageable the heads are. I don't want to work with sunflowers that have a head the size of a basketball. We plant our sunflowers super close to make sure that they have small manageable heads. Each hole is getting 2 or 3 seeds dropped. All 2 or 3 of them will sprout. They'll grow and go their own different direction and make beautiful, manageable size flowers. Let's get started with this. The patch that I tilled is actually pretty small because I have a little small bag of sunflower seeds. So this is just our test plot. Got the seed ready to go, and now let's see how far this little seed gets. As the seeder goes down, the plate rotates and it drops seeds down the little chute there. And the little chain just kind of drags behind it and buries the seed right where it needs to be. Sunflowers are planted.
Here we are in our lavender field. We were a little bit worried about it waking back up. It's been in dormancy for a long time now because it's been a cold, wet spring, and we're like, is it dead? And customers were coming up to us over the weekend asking us if it was dead, and at our book signing they were asking us if it was dead. It's just dormant right now.
Yeah, we've been worried about it too, actually, because it got hit by a tornado, so yes, I was worried.
Yeah, so we've been in here relaying the fabric down, restapling it because the tornado did whip it up, and we're coming in and doing a little bit of maintenance thing. But on the dormancy thing, it's like the trees aren't even woken up yet. So obviously the lavender kind of wakes up with the trees. The trees are just starting to bud out. Guess what? The lavender is waking up
too.
Yep, it's starting to wake up. So we pretty much guess that we can time it with the budding out of the trees. Once the trees have budded out, the lavender is going to come out of its dormancy too. So slowly it's coming alive. Especially this heat, it's going to be amazing for the lavender. It's really going to give it a really nice kickstart and wake it up out of its dormancy really quickly.
Yeah.
But I can't stand this 90-degree weather in mid-May.
Yeah, the lavender is enjoying the heat, but we sure are not.
No, this is not my favorite kind of weather to work in. And in fact, I'm like, I much prefer 70 degrees. like, I need a month of 70 degrees and we haven't gotten it yet.
Yep.
And in fact, just last week, it was cold and rainy.
Yes.
Crazy, like highs in the
Ridiculous.
40s, right?
But here comes Austin and Hannah. Let's go and introduce our 2 new amazing employees that we have. We want to introduce our 2 new amazing employees, Austin and Hannah. They are back. They're back. They worked for us a couple of years ago and took a hiatus and went and played in Oregon for a year or 2 or
2.5 years.
2.5 years. Wow, it didn't even seem that long.
Yeah.
It did to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we were so excited when they said that they were going to come back. They have really helped us with our business quite a bit when they were here before, and
Now we get to be here full time.
now you get to be here full time.
Yeah, full
Yeah.
season.
You
Yeah.
guys are Midwesterners at heart, though. Come on, admit
Yeah,
it. Admit it.
absolutely.
Definitely.
Both from Nebraska, but happy to be in Iowa now.
Very.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Converts.
Converts.
Willing convert.
They're going to be working at downtown Des Moines Farmers Market. They're helping us during the week with all the things.
All the things.
They're really stepping in and managing our farm so we can step away and get some of the business side of our farm up and off the ground.
Yes.
We've been kind of scrambling for the last couple of years. You guys are going to free us up to be able to do some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Answer
Sometimes,
emails.
sometimes it's hard when Jen and I are face down in the dirt. It means we're not focusing on growing the business.
Yeah.
So
Did you mean soil?
Oh yeah, soil. Excuse me.
I
Yeah.
can hear you.
It's not dirt. It's soil.
But yeah, give Austin and Hannah a warm welcome to the farm. We can't wait. They're definitely going to be gracing a lot more of our videos because
Yes.
they're going to be out in the field with us, out working and
soil.
yeah, cutting the flowers and getting everything ready for market.
Absolutely.
You guys will definitely not be in the dirt. You'll be in soil.
Yeah.
There you go. This is our little tulip field. The tulips are about done, so I don't know, we maybe have a couple more days left. You see that we're starting to pull the electric fence up. We're going to end up tilling this all in, planting dahlias, and then the electric fence will actually go back to the sunflower field to protect them from predators like deer and turkeys and all the things that eat our seeds.
Many of you know, of course, what has happened. So we're about a month and a half behind. It's been nice to finally get some warm weather to actually start rocking and rolling on the farm and getting this stuff planted.
Okay, cool. So this is our annual field. We're getting ready to plant all the little baby seedlings in here. You probably noticed that we're watering it in. This is Adam's master plan.
So we laid the fabric this morning and it is 90 degrees today. It's warmer than it should be. It's an unusual early May day. If we had planted our little seedlings in this black fabric in 90 degrees in the dry soil, they would have just croaked and died.
Yep.
So our technique, some of you have seen in other videos on how we plant midsummer. We're employing that technique now in early May on this 90-degree day by pre-watering the soil. We're making sure the soil is nice and moist before we put those baby seedlings in, which we'll do tomorrow morning because it's cooler and they'll go in nice moist soil and we'll water them as we go.
They'll have a higher survivability rate because it's going to be 90 degrees again tomorrow.
Yep.
Crazy.
And you might notice we're not using our typical whirlybird wobbler irrigation. Well, they're in the next county. So we're using these tripod sprinklers. It's what we got to do right now to make things work.
We're definitely having a year where we basically just have to assess, and whatever's good enough is good enough. So this is good enough for right now until we can get our new wobblers back in place.
This is a winging it year for sure. Jen and Austin and Hannah got the rest of our perennials moved this morning.
It was a lot.
It was a lot of work.
We did Baptisia, and if you know about Baptisia, it has a long taproot. So to dig it out and to get it moved, it was a lot of work.
So these perennials are moved from in front of the cottage, which we'll show y'all here in a second, where the future lavender field is going to go. But this is what we've been working on, is getting these perennials moved over here. They're salvia, lady's mantle.
Salvia, lady's mantle, delphinium, allium. What else we got?
You
Oh
get
yeah,
some water on those
echinacea.
poor guys right there.
Echinacea, oh yeah, and I'm a little bit late getting my sweet peas in, but sweet peas will get planted in here too in the little corner. Under a shady oak tree. I'm hoping that helps give them a little bit longer of a life. if it's in direct sun, they're definitely going to get fried by this Iowa heat.
What are those right there? Looks like chives.
They're allium.
Oh, the chive, similar family.
Yeah, it is. It smells. They smell like onions. The next thing we'll do in here is come in and get everything mulched in. Anything that is not in mulch or totally exposed, it's going to get weedy. And I'm like, I'm not down with it. So we're going to get it all mulched in and covered up so that we can have everything nice and tidy.
But let's go up and check out the cottage garden.
Okay.
That way, in the next episode that we do, we're hoping to have the lavender in. So it's kind of a before and after look, so to speak.
Yeah. Oh boy, we're gonna walk right into our rock piles here. We had rock delivered today. Adam actually took care of it with the rock guy. We had rock dropped off so that we could fix our lavender in the back and get it rocked in and fabriced in. It's where the tornado actually sucked up all the fabric. We have to come in and do a little bit of maintenance to make sure we don't get overridden with a bunch of weeds. But here we are.
The cottage garden is totally emptied, the flower cottage garden.
We
So
pulled
when
out.
this is filled with lavender and it's clean and rocked in, it is going to look so beautiful. I think hopefully we're going to put like a little bistro table and chairs, so it's like a little place for people to sit and chill and enjoy the aromaticness.
Yeah, but lots of you asked what we use the cottage for. And the cottage is actually used as a bridal cottage. So when we have weddings on the farm, that's where the bride and her wedding party go. We don't have a place for the groom and his men yet, but we'll find one.
Yeah.
But for the bride, there's plug-ins for curling irons and blow dryers and all the things, and mirrors and little vanities for them to sit out in there. So it's not a spot that we can use for a lavender distillery, but I appreciate you guys who gave us that feedback.
It's a little small for that.
And it's a little small in
And
there,
it's
actually.
a little hot. That's a lot of flames going on a big 50-gallon still for
Yeah,
sure.
but thank you guys for having our back and giving us some ideas. We're going to try to build an outdoor pavilion to host our little copper still. So we'll see if that works out for us.
Yeah.
We don't have that's just maybe an idea. I don't know if it'll come to fruition or not, but it's something that we need. In today's video, we did a lot of things. We hope you all enjoyed it. You saw Adam planting sunflowers, which we're excited about. And thank you, Sunflower Steve, for the awesome sunflowers. We cannot wait to trial those. Very, very special. And we'll share along the journey of growing those special sunflowers. We showed you our lavender fields and how they're waking back up. We showed you how we're planting our annual fields and unfortunately are a month and a half behind. Pray
That's
for us.
okay.
Yeah, give us some good juju, send us an extra prayer or, some positive vibes in the comments below. And then you saw how we're moving all of our perennials here from in front of the cottage over to the side, and we're gonna plant this up completely with lavender. Raise your hand if you need some more lavender love. It's gonna be incredible, and we'll plan on showing you the journey of getting all of the lavender planted in here, right?
Right.
Did I miss anything?
No, you got it all. You did
Okay,
good.
boom.
Y'all might have noticed that we have a new video style that we're working on. Let us know what you think about it in the comments, and help us get to 1,000 likes. Hit that like button while you're at it.
Yeah, we're trying to hit a new goal for our channel. We don't know if it's possible, but we can only get there with your support. So comment and like. It helps us along to see if we can hit our new goal. And especially if you like this new video style, we really want to share a lot more behind the scenes with you guys. And it's with your support and showing us that you like it that we're going to be able to do that.
Be sure to subscribe while you're at it, and we'll see you next time.
As always, thanks for joining and happy growing.